the place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway from Philadelphia. From his own end zone, here we go. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And he's going to be touchdown blocked. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First give of the game to the LSU product. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Back-to-back carries here. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go, set. Trap 60, trap 60.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He's on the move. He's got Devontae Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And he drives this forward to the 6. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch is made in close. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 19. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
They'll try and punch it in. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take it!
They'll send him up the middle. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take it!
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. Extra point try now from Lutz. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60
From the 29. Dumped off to his running back. And this one does not go far. 1 quarter down for these 2 NFC East teams. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They start out with a 3rd and 6.
Go!
He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone.
70 Timberwolves! Hot, hot!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. 18, run. 18, run. Take go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow. You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Let's take.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Yeah. There we go. Right take. 26.
Here's a give up the middle. Across the 45 and still going. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
There we go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Yeah, here we go. Right take.
Another carry for him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Yeah, here we go.
Play action, Prescott. Bails out of the Eagles, swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another try following the sack. That's completed right side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here we go.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Now a give on the counter. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. I take. We're going to 53.
Dak now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You want to nerd out at the end of the year with me, Kate? We'll go back and look at the amount of time per completion in the league. The best of them are around 2.2 seconds. The guys that hold on to the longest, they're somewhere around 2.6 seconds. You give your quarterback that kind of eternity to throw, they'll find a completion.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. And it's the Cowboys with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. A give now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Man, look at the big fellas working their tails off up front. That offensive line gave the QB ample time. Unfortunately, just no completion to be found down the field.
18, pioneer. Ready.
2nd and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be touched down after a big play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set. Bronco. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Check smash, check smash. Let's go.
Running it now out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Dragon 60. Ready. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Here's 2nd and 5. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70, trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
Pass play coming here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Cowboys get it back on his 6th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this 2nd half.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give left side. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Extra point try now from Lutz. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Okay, break.
That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Ready? Ready?
Looking for a throw here. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Ready? Ready? 19 Lion. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Lion.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down.
Come on.
Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying the right side. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Prescott here from the gun. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go. 26.
1st down, here's Dak. On target to Musgrave. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yeah! 26.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this forward to the 19. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Cowboys can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Shut up. Huh.
Here's the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set go.
Pass play now. He fires one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Set up.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They are throwing it again. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! 26.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Yeah! Here we 26.
On first down, they'll run. Runs inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking...
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
60 Bobcat. 60. Go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hup.
Trying again following the sack. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra points sent in through the rain. And the Eagles will trail by 25. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
Go!
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, set! Hut, hut.
First throw for the backup now. Getting out to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Set it! Roll! Check go!
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger! Chop 60, Mustang 19! Set up!
From the 41. Throwing the out route complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hits his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Set! Ready!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Cup 19, let's go! 60 Maverick, 19 Lion! 18 Rattler, Hut!
They'll try and throw it here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
7 Pirates! Ready! Warrior 70! Go!
They're throwing it! And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys approaching win number 7 on the year. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll try left side out of the option. He's across the 20, still going. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Ready, set.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.